Hey up lads and lasses, Fletch here from Ultimate Halo, and I'm not going to make this like a hyper polished video. I'm going to kind of just have some raw thoughts. I've had some time to sleep and think about it since the news was released, and of course we're going to discuss the co-op campaign not cancellation but delay, as well as the Forge delay, how I feel about it, and you know, sort of my thought processes around it. But before we go ahead, make sure you go to the links in the description. You have some chances to win some Halo Infinite Cortana chips, which are, not gonna lie, pretty awesome. So there's 1 of 5 you can win using the Ultimate Halo link, and 1 of 5 you can also win using TwoPennyProps' link. So make sure you go down below for a chance to win, and fingers crossed one of you gets it.
Ultimate Halo.
Okay, so normally I'm a really positive guy when it comes to Halo. It doesn't mean I don't have like critical things to think, and it doesn't mean that like I think everything's the end of the world scenario, because it's not. But at the same time, I am really frustrated with 343 Industries on this one, and some people are fine with it, and good. I'm really happy like you're fine with it. But the thing is, I think co-op campaign to Halo is a really fundamental part of its experience. And you know, I remember me and Nick, we were talking about this a while ago, how fun it's going to be to play co-op on Zeta Halo, just doing awesome jumps, doing loads of missions together, and just what an experience that's going to be. And I know I'm making it sound like it's not going to be in the game, but I think to wait 3 months, which I think, to be quite honest, is quite a considerable amount of time to wait. So I think this is just my raw and honest thoughts that 343 have really dropped the ball, and I'm sure there have been some technical challenges with it. It does look like a more expansive game, and maybe that has made things a lot more difficult, but I do want to stress that this game has been in development for close to 6 years now. You know, development will have started right at the end of Halo 5, and yes, of course, this doesn't mean it's been in full production. There's pre-production, there's obviously getting this new engine up and running, which sounds like it's probably had some hurdles along the way, because that's just kind of part and parcel of having a brand new engine. But I don't know, something just isn't quite sitting right with me. So I'm going to say it, I haven't been annoyed at Halo like this in a long time. You know, Halo MCC was an absolute mess, and don't get me wrong, I respect the ambition that came with it. I'm glad actually I'm glad it happened, because look, we still got an awesome package in the end. Was it acceptable? No, probably not, but lessons were learned, and look, they are flighting games now because of that, and having betas every single time. Now Halo 5, I will let them get away with it a little bit, because I think a lot of lessons were learned, but also some new mistakes were made. Forge being a thing that was added later down the line, I believe it was like a month's wait. It's another one of those things where, okay, fine, I'll let it slip, because actually what Halo 5's Forge did absolute wonders for the creative community in Halo. But at the same time, 6 months potentially, maybe longer if things go wrong, for Halo Infinite to get a Forge mode, which is, I feel, is fundamental to Halo these days, and actually having that longevity, man, something just doesn't sit right there with me. And yes, okay, I think it will be one of these things, and I'll probably feel the same way at the time that Halo Infinite, yeah, it's a live service game, and by the time we've actually got those features, we'll forget we didn't even have them in the first place. I sometimes think that about Halo 5 and Forge. You kind of just forget about it. You've got it, the tools, better than you could probably even imagined, and from the things I'm hearing about Forge and some of the leaks and some of the things that are coming through, man, it sounds incredible. So yeah, maybe things will be fine at the time, but I also just think Halo 5's development cycle was a lot shorter than Halo Infinite's, and Halo Infinite, I don't know, something's just not sitting right, and especially with the game having a year-long delay, I don't know how much I can say about that. I suppose this links into my last video, which I talked a little bit about when the hell is Halo Infinite going to come out, and 343 did talk about in this development update video that they're still nailing down the date, and it perplexes me, because why wouldn't you have a date this far on? And yes, okay, I know that games going gold can do it right up until the last second these days, and great, especially with Game Pass and digital sales. You don't need to produce as many physical copies as you once did. But I don't know, something just doesn't sit right. If Call of Duty now has a release date, then surely Halo Infinite has to do it soon. If it doesn't do it within the next 2 weeks or at Gamescom, I'm going to be a little bit worried. And not worried from a perspective of, look, this game is going to be delayed again because they've committed to holiday 2020. And I do believe that's exactly when it's going to come out. But 343 really needs to be transparent. And I want to really delve into, look, once we start seeing Halo Infinite stuff come through again, you know, campaign footage, trailers, loads of hype marketing stuff, I think we'll feel a lot better about what we're in. I think the issue is we've had bad news after bad news after bad news, it feels like. And yeah, I had a fantastic time in the flight, and I know a lot of other people did. But it just feels like there's been one punch in the gut to another, and now we're in a position where, like, is there anything to be excited for? Now, of course there is. This campaign looks like it's still going to be ace. But at the same time, look, I think they know how we feel, and they probably agree that it's not ideal. But so I think something's happening that isn't quite as it seems on the surface. But let me know what you think in the comments. This is me just kind of venting my anger, giving you my thoughts, but I do genuinely want to know your thoughts. I'm not bothered about the game being delayed again. I don't think it should be delayed again. I understand where they're coming from, that they just want to get the key components out that they feel are ready and then go from there. But let me know in the comments. Once again, my name is Jack Fletcher. Go into the giveaway. There's not long left. I'm extending it to Wednesday. And I'll see you next time.
Subscribe now to Ultimate Halo for more unfriggin' believable Halo content.